What's up guys, my name's Icronic, your host on this Destiny video today. Today's video I'm going to be showing you the setup guide, or the type of setup that my Titan has. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about what kind of gear he has. I saw some exotic weapons, and you just wanted to see overall like all the different cool legendary stuff I got, and I totally understand. As well as just kind of like a little bit review over what I've done with the Titan so far. So let's just hop right into it. So in your inventory you can see a bunch of really cool things, and I really do like the setup of my Titan. I like the yellow and black finish. I like all the different parts. I really like the spikes on the forearms and the shoulders, and the helmet with the fire coming out. It's just super duper cool, and I really do love it. So the weapon I have here is this Soros Regime. If you haven't seen my video on that, it's the best assault rifle in the game. It's really freaking amazing. When zoomed in, it fires slower. I don't really like it, but you know, it still worked. I also have a scout rifle, which is basically just the one I use for loot farms. It's pretty standard, you know, good aim sights and all that stuff. And then the hand cannon. I really like this hand cannon. If you guys have never used this one, it has this ability to have explosive damage on it. This right here. So when you hit an enemy, it makes an explosive area effect. It increases the impact, so they actually get knocked over a lot of the time, and it just hurts multiple enemies at once. And with like what 12 or 11 shots in a clip, it's so super duper awesome. And then here we go is my found verdict. This is my favorite shotgun. This is like the coolest thing ever, right? So first thing that makes this the best shotgun in history is the fact that it has 6 bullets in a magazine. That's just pretty cool. And it's the fact that it's fully auto. I don't know if you guys understand, but like this fire rate is not the actual fire rate this shotgun has. Because it can be fired in fully auto, it's actually twice as fast at firing as this fire rate actually says. So that's a weird type of thing that they did, but I can basically fire what this fire rate says. I can fire it like bang, 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 but in reality I can fire it bang, 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 which is super duper awesome because you can totally do it semi-automatic or however you want to pull it, single fire without having to hold down the trigger, which is super duper awesome. Some down the line there's a bunch of other upgrades. I think final mag and the magazine, so usually just like have empty clip, reload one shot, boom, reload one shot, boom, which is really cool. I also like that one. I think this one increases its range or something. I'm not too sure. One of these, yeah, increases the range and accuracy. This makes it so it's super duper ranged, and there's a whole bunch of cool things on it. And of course, like all of these are like upgrade weapon damage, and I actually need Spirit Bloom, which is actually kind of funny. But I can almost finish this weapon off. And then this one, I actually got it from the Vault of Glass when I was doing that second boss, or that one that's in the middle. And actually, I got this thing where oracles take more damage from this weapon, so I can basically one-shot the oracle, which I think is super duper cool. But overall, this is like my favorite weapon. I use it all of the time. Secondary, I have a sniper. I don't use it. I don't know why I have it. And then there's the Plan C. This weapon, I have to say, is pretty garbage. Honestly, like I used this a bunch of times, and it looks really cool when you have it in your hands. I don't know why the image isn't showing up. It's really cool looking. It has a bunch of spikes and stuff. I posted a picture on Twitter. I actually got this from a purple drop from a level 2 drag that turned into an exotic. I was pretty happy, but this weapon just sucks. It really does. Like compared to my shotgun, I'm like, I had it in my bank. That's why I had a little plus sign on it. But yeah, I just got this new rocket. But let's start with the light machine gun. This is a Zombie Apocalypse 4Win 47, obviously. I really like this one. It has a slower fire rate, but it does a lot more damage. And it's just like general stuff, make it move faster, active reload. After a kill, you can get damage bonus. So what I really do is for bosses, I go pop a guy with a kill, and then I start unloading on the boss. And because it has low fire rate, get that couple like 2-shot headshot on that one little acolyte, and just go to town on them. But yeah, just basic stuff, send energy, and I have the ability to upgrade these things. But I definitely need to go get some more helium filaments for that. As for my rocket, I'm not totally sure. I literally just got this. Looks kind of sexy. I'm not too sure. I wish I had the Gallahorn, but you know, you can't have more than one exotic weapon at a time. One thing I did like, this shells fired from this weapon actually track their target and has 2 shots in the magazine, so that's pretty cool. Definitely when trying to do the loot cave and all that stuff, that's definitely going to be something you want to use. And of course, the weapon also reduces the cooldown of your grenade. I'm not too sure if that's too useful, especially considering that you don't have rockets a lot, but you know, you probably could throw a nade, fire 2 shots, and then fire another one. But yeah, let's hop right into the armor. So the armor I have here is the Helm of Innermost Light. I like this helmet. It's really cool looking. Personally, I would have preferred to have that chest that the Xur sold last weekend because it made it so you can revive teammates faster, but I'm still pretty okay with this. Increases melee attack speed, that's the one I really like about it. Of course, reduces melee cooldown when you pick up an orb, and then this one is kind of cool. It provides death from above and Headstrong for your Fist of Havoc. So if you go to the Striker subclass, the what's it called? The Fist of Havoc of a bunch of these upgrades. I have Shockwave on, basically make a Shockwave, but it also gives me Death from above. So I don't actually have to equip this for it to actually give it to me, which I think is one of the coolest thing. And of course, it also gives me Headstrong, so I have leap distance, which can go farther. Of course, it also upgrades my agility. It doesn't show on the screen, but it still does help it in the end. So that's a really cool thing on the armor. So definitely using the Striker class a lot more, but I really do like the Defender class a lot more than the Striker, and I have both of these maxed out. So there's that. I'm almost level 28, so I did fully max out this thing, you can see. So my exotic helmet's finally done. Of course, I found this actually yesterday on one of the strike missions. I got a blue and it turned into a purple, which is pretty cool. One thing I did notice about this thing is look at the knife on that thing. I can stab somebody with my head. I thought that was kind of cool, but Helm of Innermost Light makes me a higher level, so we're gonna go with that. Of course, all three of these armors are I actually purchased from the Vanguard guy from a level 2, and I was able to use all of them. This one increases reload with auto rifles. I like it. Replenish grenade energy with melee. I melee all the time. More shotgun and auto rifle. Guess what I use? More hand cannons. Sometimes at the time I was using a lot of these, and I think the other ones are just garbage, so I didn't want to use them. But these are all very basic general upgrades, so you can melee reduce and all that stuff. So these are just pretty cool. I'm just waiting on getting enough Ascendant shards to be able to upgrade these things, and if I'm pretty much set so I can get to level 30 with these things. And I definitely do like the shoulders, the thing with like the spikes on the end. I really do like that, so that's pretty cool. As for these things, I actually just bought this cape. You can see here I bought it with Motes of Light from the speaker. I did like this one because it has a lion on it. I think it's just super duper cool. I also have the one from the New Monarch, I think, which is kind of cool, but again, I can't get anything from it, so because I want to upgrade my Vanguard, so it's not very useful. And then I usually have this one on just because it looks cooler, but now that I've gotten the Tiger or whatever thing, I think this one's much better. But yeah, that's pretty much my guy. If you guys wanted to look at my inventory screen, I think I was maxed out of money. I bought a couple ships just for fun. Yeah, I have a bunch of these things here, really. I had like 47 of these before I bought the cape. I have tons of plate steel, tons of weapon parts, so those things will never really be a problem. Tons of Queen's Wrath. And of course, I have these two exotic weapon bounties. Use void damage, I hate that. And this apparently is actually score, not 10,000 kills in the Crucible. And of course, some bounties. But yeah, 93 Black Wax saddles, my proudest achievement right here, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as I'm able to buy the faster speeder, this is exactly what I'm going for on that front. But anyways, that's been the Titan for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, or just my weapon setup. I have a couple of awesome, exotic weapons. Like I have this exotic weapon, and I have the Plan C, but it's just so bad. It really is. Bonus accuracy, whatever, it just sucks. But yeah, that's my setup for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I had a good time looking at this stuff. So apparently, I don't know why. I want this one to be upgraded as much as possible, but it always seems as though the strength is what gets the most upgrades. And I know a lot of these, every single one of these have strength. Every single one of these. So meleeing, I definitely do a lot, but this is just ridiculous how fast it is, and I really wish I could just recharge my Ward of Dawn, because if I can recharge that twice as fast, that would be absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I have these things down here, forgot to show. Ghost, I'm not sure why there's this thing here. There must be a way to get a new Ghost. Of course, I have the GameStop upgrade. I think if you pre-order the game, you get this awesome red one. And of course, I have this ship. I would show it to you, but my ships have glitched out. And again, I have the blacksmith shader. I can switch around a couple of things. I kind of like this one because it has the red and all that stuff. But for the most part, all the other ones are kind of garbage. This one is kind of cool, but really, I've only found that the blacksmith is the really only cool one. Sometimes I switch between this emblem, I'm not sure what it is, in this emblem, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not really that far in the game, and I'm just kind of a Titan in love with the Destiny. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of you have been asking about this, and it's just a setup guide, and I just wanted to release for you guys. So make sure you leave a like and a follow down below for my subscriber and blah blah blah, because I make tons of Destiny content here in the channel. I really suck at doing outros. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do enjoy this game, and Titan is super duper fun. I might do a Titan review soon, like what I think about the character and what I think about it, because I definitely do believe that Titan is the best in the game. And if you guys want a video on why, I can prove it. But anyways, I've been your host, Iconic, and I'll see you guys on the next video.